Here are 10 GTA conspiracy theories that might actually be true. Number 1. Trevor killed his own parents. In this cutscene, Trevor explains that he had a hard upbringing.
It's all I've got, alright? I had a tough upbringing. My daddy was not nice to me.
Later in the scene, he tells Deborah that these people who he is with are not very nice, and he ends up killing them.
Fuck Bob! You people are not very fucking nice.
This scene, as well as Trevor's general behavior, has led many fans to believe he did in fact kill his father. But what about his mother?
Is that how you greet your mother, Trevor?
Well, in this scene, she actually shows back up in the mission Miss Phillips. It is implied that Miss Phillips was both abusive and neglectful to Trevor.
I bet you never found a girl. Tell me, Trevor, are you...
He ends up begging his mom for forgiveness, and instead of treating him like he is her son, she knees him in the face and says, "That's enough."
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's enough!
So if she's clearly alive in these cutscenes for the mission, why do fans suggest Trevor may have killed her? Well, after you steal the van of drugs from her and return it to Trevor's home, Miss Phillips has completely disappeared from the game and can no longer be found. The game will actually automatically switch between Michael and Franklin, but you are able to immediately switch back to Trevor. He lets out the words, "Ma, ugh."
So you never wrote to her.
This may be an indication that she was never actually there, and that Trevor was actually hallucinating the whole thing as a form of regret for killing his mother. What do you think? Did Trevor kill his
A
parents?
son who wouldn't forget about his mother.
Number 2. Michael is Cloud. In the beginning of GTA 5, it opens in the heist where one friend dies, one gets away, and the third, aka Michael Townley. This scene ends in the arrest of Michael Townley, who we know and love as Michael DeSanta. So this gives us a baseline of Michael being able to change lives when necessary, so it wouldn't be completely unreasonable to believe that before he became Michael Townley, he could have began his life of crime as none other than Cloud from GTA 3. The timelines and age of Michael work well enough to support this theory. But what do you think? Number 3. Big Smoke was killing time. This has got to be the biggest order in the history of a single person.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese.
And at first glance, this just seems to be a bit of a joke at the fact that Big Smoke is the fat friend in the group. But fans believe he was actually wasting time. In the mission drive-thru while making the order, Ryder spots a baller vehicle and they chase down the vehicle and open fire on them. The later betrayal and the fact that Big Smoke continued eating instead of firing back
I'll shoot him when I'm done eating.
has brought many fans to believe that he was allowing the Ballers to get the jump on CJ and the others, and the Ballers just ended up messing up their chant. Number 4. The FIB has always been watching Michael. In the mission where you catch Michael's wife sleeping with the tennis instructor runs away and you chase him along with Franklin in a white pickup truck. But here's where it gets interesting. If you look at the side of the truck, you'll see a company logo for Miguel Olson Construction. And at first this just seems like a detail, but we all know Rockstar by now, and almost nothing is random. Later on in the story, when you're taking someone from the IAA when the FIB is blackmailing you, you end up flying back to the scrapyard where the FIB guys take him from you. If you look at the side of the van the FIB agents drove, they have clearly marked Miguel Olson Construction on the side of the van. There is one more detail that supports this theory. When you're robbing the jewelry store, there's this security guard who at first just seems like the ordinary NPC working security. But this security guard is none other than the FIB agent who grabs the IAA agent. Number 5. Bigfoot is real. Since GTA San Andreas, players have always said that Bigfoot roams the forests of San Andreas. Countless images have since been on the internet, but just like in real life, the images have almost always been proven fake. When GTA 5 launched, these claims launched yet again, and fans began to wonder when they would find Bigfoot again. Rockstar finally added him in. In one mission, you are Franklin hunting Bigfoot in the forest, but once you finally catch him, you realize this was just an Easter egg Rockstar added, and it turned out to be a normal guy dressed up as Bigfoot. Will Bigfoot appear in GTA 6? Number 6. The Mount Gordo Ghost. If you travel to this part of the map at exactly 11 PM in the game, you can look at this cliff and see a goat. The question is Who the heck is this ghost? The ghost is rumored to be the late wife of in-game politician Jock Cranley. According to this news article, where it states Jock's wife fell down a cliff when they were younger at Mount Gordo, but it doesn't state what cliff. If you actually go where the ghost appears, written in blood is one word: Jock. Number 7. Ryder was never meant to be a villain. This theory is cool because instead of focusing on what players could have been, we're able to focus on what happened in the development and how there seemed to be a last-minute change in the story. So the classic detectives of the internet have come to the conclusion that Ryder was actually never meant to be a villain in GTA San Andreas, and that this decision was a last-minute change. And the evidence is actually pretty clear. During the Green Saver mission, CJ only mentions Big Smoke's betrayal in the dialogue, even though he can clearly see Ryder right there.
Shit, Smoke, what you into?
In fact, CJ never mentioned anything of Ryder's betrayal at all until the mission where he wastes him.
And here's that Snake Ryder. Look at that fool, hanging out with the ballers like they was lifelong pals.
Another fact that supports this theory is Ryder has only 2 lines after his betrayal is shown, which is rather odd considering he was a main character in the game, and Ryder, unlike Smoke, has always shown as an aggressor to the baller. This theory may not be the most exciting, but it definitely holds a lot of weight. Number 8. The GTA Islands are a metaphor.
Smoking dope and jerking off while he plays that fucking game.
This one is kinda sad for us American gamers, but still is an interesting theory nonetheless. Redditors have put forth a theory about the GTA universe. GTA maps are always surrounded by water, which makes them islands. Now this is where it gets interesting. This theory suggests that the island effect is a metaphor for America. Now we all know GTA games are all based off of American cities, but with a heightened crime and dramatic. But what Redditors are saying is this is Rockstar's way of pointing out America's self-obsession and lack of understanding with the rest of the world. Although America itself is not an island, it might as well be in our minds. Kind of rough to think about. Number 9. NPCs are revolting. This theory for GTA Online has a lot of backing of evidence. The theory suggests that the anger of the NPCs in the online universe is getting out of hand. Players are experiencing the NPCs purposefully smashing into them while driving, fighting them over what seems to be nothing in the streets of Los Santos. Some players have experienced seeing an NPC in their apartment sitting in their toilet. And every update to the online servers, it seems to get heightened. So what do you think? Has Rockstar amped up the NPCs? Number 10. Michael's kids. So we all know Jimmy.
Jimmy, or just like Jizzle?
Michael's pot-smoking, video game playing son. At least we thought it was Michael's son. And there is some evidence to suggest they might be right. Jimmy lacks a lot of characteristics Michael presents. Confidence, go-getter, tenacious, jock-style attitude towards life. And he shows more of a lazy, entitled, and socially inept character style. All these actually resemble Lester, and at first this might seem odd. Why would Amanda cheat on Michael with Lester? Well, we already know she resents him for the life he's thrown her into. But furthermore, what also supports this theory is Michael's daughter. Yes, that's right. There is a suspicion of who the father of Tracy is. Fans also believe that Tracy is not Michael's kid. So if she isn't Michael's, then whose is she? This theory suggests it's none other than Brad from the prologue. Let me explain. Michael and Amanda both have dark hair and dark eyes. Therefore, with our basic knowledge of genetics, we know it would be difficult for them to conceive a baby with blonde hair and blue eyes. Brad, on the other hand, has blonde hair and blue eyes. This fact alone has led fans to believe Amanda had the baby with Brad and secretly hid it from Michael until Brad's unfortunate ending in the prologue. After this, Amanda is the last person left with the secret and she keeps it from Michael. So what do you think? Are Jimmy and Tracy Michael's kid? Or was his whole life a complete lie? And there you have it. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite and which ones you think might be real.